Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, I haven't made a video in a little bit, but we're going to make one today. I'm going down and I'm going to put the faceboard on, at least part of it, and I'm going to start putting a few pieces of roofing on. That's one thing we're going to do. The temperature is around 85, but the humidity is very low, so it's quite comfortable out here. Then I was bidding on an online auction here, and I had to go pick up my winnings yesterday. I spent a whole $35, don't you know? And I drove an hour and a half to get there. Probably won't make that mistake again. I wasn't paying attention to where it was actually located. I buy from this fella quite often. He has online auctions at least once or twice a month. Anyway, I want to show you a couple of things that I got from that, and a couple of other things that have been going on, even though I haven't been out there working on the shed because we've been having rain and rain and rain and more rain. We have 2 weeks ahead of no rain in the forecast, and next week, Monday and Tuesday, today being Tuesday, the forecast is for over 100 degrees each of those days. So I got to make hay while the sun is shining and the temperatures are reasonable. And we're talking less than 90 degrees being reasonable. So hold on to your hats, because here we go. One of the things I got at the auction was this bench grinder. It's an 8-inch, and it's an oldie moldy goldie. Runs nice and smooth. Even in spite of the fact that that grinding wheel there is obviously not running straight. But it's a lot quieter and a lot smoother than this one here that I've had for probably 40 years, maybe 50 years. And I bought it when I opened my first garage, Citgo station. And recently, within the last year, I put new bearing on this side. It runs okay, but it still likes to vibrate quite a bit. But I'm thinking I might take that 8-inch one and put it over here. We'll see. There was also a pile of bricks in the auction. Actually, there were 2 piles of bricks, and I was the only one that bid on them, and I got it for $1. Well, at first I wasn't sure I wanted to dig them out because they were underneath trees, and bricks and rocks are good places for snakes to hide in, and we do have poisonous snakes down here, mostly rattlesnakes and moccasins, stuff like that. But I went and looked at them, decided they were worth getting, and I poked around with a stick first and I didn't see any motion. So this is less than half of what was there, but it made my pickup truck into a lowrider, tail dragger, so I decided not to put any more in. Yeah, so there's that. Then I also picked up this bicycle, and it is a vintage AMF Baja bicycle, and it's pretty complete except for the chain guard is missing. And this baby was used, the tires are pretty well worn on it, the front forks are kind of floppy, and it does not have a coaster on it, so that you start pedaling, the faster you go, the faster you got to pedal or take your feet off. And you can get a sense of the scale of it by comparing it with my motorcycle yard art. And let me sit on it for a second, because I got some thoughts. What do you think of them apples? Definitely small, and I tried pedaling it, and I pedaled it a little bit coming down the hill, coming down here to the shop, and my legs won't clear the handlebars the way they're set up. And it's definitely short. But let me put the kickstand back up. Yeah, it has its own kickstand. Now, think with me now. George needs another project. You know, I got enough going on, but I think I need more. Don't you think? So get a load of this. Huh? What do you think of them apples, hey? That puppy fits right in there. Of course, for me to be able to ride it, and I don't have any really young grandchildren around here, I would have to move the seat back, maybe replace the seat because the seat is just hard plastic. Put something a little bit softer on it, and that rear, what looks like suspension, is just a solid piece. It's not suspension at all, but I could put some real shocks on there. Move the seat back, kick the fork front further forward, and put some bigger tires on it. Yeah, we'd have to make a little bit of a modification for it. You know what? We could even make a trike out of it. That might be even simpler. Oh, yeah. And I'd probably put a little bit bigger tire on the front. Like that. Because I got to tell you, the tires on the bicycle itself are already worn down pretty good. This was used well. And by the way, this is from the 1970s. It's either 1970 or 1971. So that's 52, 53 years ago that this was made. AMF Baja Bicycle. I like them apples. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Got to get the goofy cart back going again, but I got to get the roof on the storage shed so I can get the goof cart put in there. Once we get it going, we'll take it out for a ride. But this could be our next project in the shop. Hold on to your hats. And I got a call from a friend of mine who had been tinkering with this lawnmower for a couple of years, and he finally decided to give up on it and asked me if I wanted it. And yes, sir. It is. It's a Husqvarna. So he was frustrated with it, but I think I figured out the problem, and I believe that I'm going to get it running right for him and clean it up and take it back to him, because I think he could still use it. There's another project. And here's another project. This was mine originally. Well, the big dog and I went and picked it up. It was a freebie off of Facebook Marketplace, and I got it running and functioning, and gave to big dog. Figured he could use it for hauling his trailer around the yard, but it sat in his yard for a whole year, and you could see he's been mowing around it and blowing grass all over it, and the tires that come off the rims and the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to clean it up, get it running again, and maybe we'll sell it and see what we can do with it. Maybe get a little money from that to put into another project, don't you know? So those are some of the things I have been up to and am working at and have on the slate in front of me. But today's job is down there at the addition. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to put the faceboard on the back wall, this way here. This way, that's the back wall over there. And put a faceboard on there and put up a few pieces of roofing, I think. We'll see how that goes. So hang on to your hats, and here we go. Now you might recall that I had some darker tin on the side of that piece there. Well, it wasn't growing on me, so I found some Rust-Oleum that was a pretty close match to what the most of it was, and I painted that so it looks a little better now. So I'm a redneck and I'm a hillbilly, but I can only go so far with that image. Well, I was wanting to put up a sheet of roofing, but it's too hot, too many struggles, used up too much energy in the process of getting that piece up. That 1x8 is actually 8.5, and it's still green, and you could see the struggling I did. I had to catch my breath like what I'm doing right now before I finally figured out a way to get it up and hold it up there while I was working with it. But it's up there. I'll take you over and you can get a better idea now of how our mitten works. Right up in there. And our soffit will go on the bottom side of those rafters. So yeah, this old man's done for today. It's pushing 90, and even though the humidity isn't real bad, it's bad enough. So thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, sharing, all them good things. Till next time, maybe tomorrow, no promises. Same temperatures tomorrow, next week. Going to be up in the hundreds again. So whatever I can do, try to get done this week. Thanks for watching. Bye now.